Okay, so here we are. We are in Antarctica. Big hole in the ground. This is where the secret dungeon is. Our team is more or less back to where it was. Just to give you a quick rundown, we basically stripped the burning Gundam down for its parts and put them on the new Gundam, and then we took the new Gundam's parts, put them on the Altron. And everyone is stronger, or these two are stronger now. We are going to bring the burning Gundam back once we can actually afford to level grind it, because remember, we didn't get any money from that fight. Hal took a small hit for his HP, but his melee stat went up a decent bit, and I think that color scheme looks pretty neat on him. It's the only way I could get everything to be uniform. But, so, we are about to begin the secret final dungeon, aptly named Another G System.
I don't remember who did whose voice.
You're Tristan.
What? An energy reading? It's coming from that hole. Come on, guys, let's check it out.
In we go. Think about this dungeon, because it is a literal mirror of the final dungeon, Giant G System, that means we start at the top. Oh. Tristan, do you read me? There's another Giant G System near your location. The Lunar G System may have somehow triggered it. I have no idea what kind of enemies you'll encounter. Be careful out there. So, if you look around, this is basically the platform where we fought the Blackwing and Alpha Zero. But that means that there's no way for us to get back to the surface unless we use, like, SOS Signal Flare or use Teleport or Escape or whatever it's called, the technique. Mm-hmm. So, we're going to have to... Yeah, look at that. Basement floor 9991. Goes all the way to 9999. But fortunately, we don't have to fight our way through all 1,000 floors. What was the game you were telling me about that you played recently where you had like 1,000 floors?
Nocturne.
Nocturne? Yeah. Alright, now... I'm going to go ahead and tell you, we are probably going to die a couple times in here. This is going to be a dungeon where we are constantly running back and forth, like leaving, coming back, leveling up every tiny bit. We make a little step of progress just because the enemies are that much harder in here compared to where we have been. So, we gotta make sure we stay on our guard. Fortunately, there are indeed plenty of items to keep us stocked up down here. But, that said, we already got a boss fight right there, right out the gate. SOS Signal Flare times 10, because they knew. They knew you were going to need them. Double Gatling gun. Good. Good.
Is that a heal spot?
Yeah. There's a healing spot, and that's a, this lets you switch parts and stuff. Yeah. Like I said, it's an exact mirror of the giant Lunar G System. Yeah. Wing, here it is. Ditch large double beam gun for double Gatling gun. There we go. I know this isn't exactly what we had on Aeon, but I think the setup's just a little bit better. And I gave Hal the burning Vulcans instead of the shining Vulcans. It's only a little bit extra damage, but you know, it'll stack up over time. So let's go ahead and save. Go ahead and save. What I don't like is how dark it is down here.
Yeah, I was sitting here thinking it was kind of hard to see.
Yeah. Hopefully it'll show better on the video capture, but it is kind of dark in, like, on the TV. Alright, here we go. I didn't even get that close to it. And with the exception of the two super bosses at the end of this dungeon, everything is named Hell whatever it is.
Oh.
I love the Easter egg here. That Gundam's color scheme is actually based on the rollout colors, which is what Tomino wanted the original Gundam to look like. He's like, I want to make something of a realistic military sci-fi giant robot show. So instead of having like Voltron, where it's like all different colors and all that, let's have it to where it actually looks like a piece of military hardware with a gray and black color scheme. This might hurt just a little bit. Okay, not terrible. What do I bet that's going to overheat him?
Probably.
I think the two cannons are the ones we need to worry about. Ah, miss. Hey. Should we worry about the cannons or take out the guy in the middle?
I don't know. I don't know which ones are the threats.
I honestly don't remember either because I've only made this far in the game once, and that was during my original playthrough. A little damage here, a little damage there. Oh yeah, nice crit. But yeah, the bosses here are pretty tough, and the random encounters are tough as well.
Oh wow, they didn't die from that?
Nope. That's the kind of stuff we're in for. Alright, another thing, you know how Burning Gundam had 100 or had 450,000 HP? Tiny spoiler, I'm not going to tell what they are, but just going to give you an HP number. The final super bosses have double his HP, and there are 2 of them.
Yeah, I was about to say each?
Yep.
Oh boy. Are they the kind of duo super bosses that revive each other if you don't kill them within a certain amount of time?
Thank God, no. And the only advantage you get immediately is that they are slower than you at this point. That's the only thing you have over them. Aside from that, welcome to die. I can almost do explosion, but not quite. It all stacked in the middle. The thing I don't like about when it does boss fights like this, usually whenever it zooms in like that, that means that it's about to crit. But with bosses like this, you can never tell. This should be particularly nasty. Not gonna lie, that Gundam's face with that background is kind of terrifying.
A little bit.
It's the horns mostly. I was gonna laugh if that punch killed him. And they are still standing. I think we're faster than them, aren't we? Alright, so... What's his boost gun? Double shot, maybe? He did that earlier. I like all the damage stacking on the gun. Oh, there goes 2 of them.
Finally.
Alright, so yeah. I'm not going to say that's setting the tone for the rest of the dungeon, but... I don't know if we can... We're not going to be able to do this all in one go. But I think we can at least make some decent progress today. And just pour it on, pour it on. Shoot him in both his... Shoot him in both his legs, or shoot him with both arm... Yeah, both arm guns. That's a better idea. No, 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 no. Double shot, double shot. There we go. Because he's got a Buster Rifle. Ow. That's a bit more accurate to what you should be expecting to come out of the Wings Buster Rifle. Fortunately, we're standing right next to a healing spot.
Yep. I'll say that's one down. Let's go heal.
And that's the majority of what the items we get in this dungeon are going to be. EN items, like EN Chargers, EN Max, some full heals, full repairs, etc. You make it one step further, you run back to that save point. Okay, let's not do that, because then we never make it anywhere. Fun fact, even though there's literally no gate or barrier to this area, it doesn't let you come here unless you have beaten the game already.
What does it do if you haven't beaten the game? Does it tell you it's too dangerous?
It doesn't even acknowledge that you're trying. It's just, hey, there's a hole here. Just run against it? Okay. Alright. I thought there were treasure chests in this room. Now, I think this one leads to an elevator, doesn't it? If I remember... Yeah. Yeah, if I'm remembering the G-System's layout correctly, this will lead to an elevator. The other one leads to an elevator too, but they'll go to different places. Okay.
Well, as per our usual luck, we went the wrong way at first.
I should have taken the left path. Hasn't steered us wrong yet, has it?
No.
Alright, here we go. First random encounter that we've gotten in this G-System. It sounds like a boss already, because, you know, everyone is basically a boss.
What does the FA stand for?
Full armor. Just, you know, gun cannons over there casually having Master Gundam's wing cloak.
Can we get the Master Gundam?
We can. It is the final mobile suit we will obtain.
So it's one of those awesome but impractical things?
It's really fun to beat up the final boss again with it, but that's about it. You don't even get to use it with the super boss. It's like it's the reward for beating the super boss. That makes it feel a little bit better. That does not make me feel good.
Yeah.
Ooh. Middle one got crit. I didn't see how much it did, but that looked nasty. Yeah. Yeah, overheat too. Yeah, of course. And some grenade for your face. Tremmy, why? Better question, how?
She was a little too in a hurry? I don't know.
Like, she teleported away right before she stabbed. Teleports back and hits nothing but empty space. Yeah, I'm kind of just throwing it on, like throwing stuff at the wall, see what sticks. That's what I'm doing here. Just, I don't even have a strategy really. I'm just trying to just do as much damage to everyone that I can, and see what. Is it going to be best if we do focused fire against random encounters, or is carpet bombing the best strategy like we've been doing?
Well, judging by how much HP they've been having,
Yeah.
I would say focus firing is probably your best bet.
Yeah. Of course, we ain't got.
Carpet bombing is going to take 4. Yeah.
But when the other 2 cronies drop, all the fun will stack on 1, even if it doesn't kill them. I wish the same could be said about the grenades. Just here, imagine throwing 3 grenades and they all just land like immediately in your face as they're thrown. Just boom.
Yeah.
The biggest handicap that you have in, like, not just for this game, but for this dungeon particularly, is that Tristan has some of the best techniques in the game, but he has such low amount of TP that it makes it very difficult. You gotta budget your items wisely.
Yeah. Just like we were discussing before, he's kind of the berserker of the game.
Yeah, he is the Zerg Rush, raw power, beat everything into submission before he gets a chance to counterattack, and that's how we've treated him the entire game. So, we made this far, right?
Yeah,
That's something.
It's worked.
As if it was doing anything. I kind of wish I brought Vargas with me because he knows Invisible, and I wouldn't have to keep wasting Tristan's. Because I'd really rather not use his 4 repair alls, or I'd rather not run out of TP using using Invisible when I need him for 4 repair all, you know? So, I can't exactly tell if I like the idea of there being basically a mirror inverse of another G system. It's kind of like, okay, where do we start? Just next one?
I don't know. There's a lot of options.
Just one at a time. So, it's kind of like Castlevania Symphony of the Night. You know how at the end of the game you gotta go through the inverted castle?
Mm-hmm.
So, it's kind of like that, where on the one hand I feel it's kind of lazy and they just flip their assets. But at the same time, I kind of like the idea from a narrative standpoint, not necessarily in that game, but in this game, it's like, you got the giant G system on the moon, and then you got this one down here. You're like, was this one built as a result of the Great Fall, or
Was it the cause?
was this one, yeah, could this have been the original G system that caused the Great Fall? Or is this the... Stop interrupting me, please. Or is this the prototype for the giant lunar G system? Is this the one that inspired it? And then the G system activating awakened this one? Okay, yeah. We didn't get anything from the other route, so if we get bopped here, no harm, no foul, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so let's... I will go ahead and put Tristan on the front, though. Try me to charge, just in case. So it's like, from a narrative standpoint, it's like, maybe they're built by the same architect, you know?
Mm-hmm.
So, I like to think about it from that angle, but at the same time, from a gameplay and game design perspective, I'm like, it's kind of lazy. Okay, this should not be terrible. This should not be bad at all. Yeah, this should not be nearly as bad as fighting the Gundam, because they mostly are just going to use their shoulder guns. Those are bullets. I can just chat field the entire time. Did I keep the front charge on Fritz? I really hope I did. So it's not just me, but it's like the background lighting of the battle scenes has darkened too, hasn't it?
Yeah, this whole place is just dark.
Like, I'm not really okay with that because it's hard to see. So we said go for concentrated attacks instead. Just pile it all on one dude. Nice. Good job, Tremy. There's another surprise that awaits us here. I'm not going to tell you what it is because I want you to be excited for it when we get it.
Mm-hmm.
But yes, there are many surprises down here as far as bounties go, and I just can't wait to show them to you when we get it.
I'm trying to guess what it is.
I already spoiled one of the big ones, but or well, two of them, I guess. Ow! Hey, leave Bazooly alone, please. Thank you. But, yeah, I've already spoiled what two of them are, but there's a couple other things that I don't think I've talked about yet that it's going to make our lives a lot easier when we get there. Preferably stack them all on the guy in the middle so that the double shot can hit the crony on the end. Or the exact opposite, that works too. I don't know if I've used this joke yet, but Marvelous Miss Adventures of Flapjack. You got a lot of nerve being alive. Hey, you know what? Yeah, there you go. Just for good measure. I keep forgetting that she has that ability.
Which one? System hack?
Yeah.
Okay.
System hack. Well, she's got both, but like we barely ever use them anymore. Last round was understandable because the guy was hack and crack proof. There you go. There's one. I think one more volley should be enough to put him down. What do you think?
Hopefully.
If not, then we're just going to take some extra damage this turn. Thing is, if you stab with that thing at that speed, that's cutting your mobile suit in half.
Yeah.
Did you just miss, Tristan?
Don't worry about it.
Is there a way to improve accuracy in this game? Aeon's in the best shape, so get her up here. You know what? I just feel like being mean. I feel like bullying up on this guy because he had the nerve to still be alive after all that. How dare you, good sir? Even after a crit, he's still standing. You stand in defiance. I respect that. Now die. Please, kill over dead. Thank you.
That was,
Just all the funnels. I'm digging all the EXP we're getting. The money is not great, but it's decent. We get X amount of money, then we get 10 times the experience from what I'm seeing. Question is, do I want to make the slog back to the save point from this? What do you think?
I don't know.
I'm trying to remember where the next save point is.
4 floors down.
There's not one in this. There might be one on the bottom level of this room. Watching around that corner, there's going to be a red crystal, isn't there? Or just a random encounter.
Even better.
Okay, no boss music on this one. Alright. He's already boosting, and I don't like that. But good thing is, dude on the end there can't counterattack. And yet he still stands.
That was a decent bit.
Technically, he shouldn't even be able to hold handguns because if you equip that large double beam gun on your right arm, you can't have handguns. Okay, I gotta use it. Wait, how much does... Full charge takes 99 TP. Good Buddha's noodle. I don't think it's worth that. Now, if it fully charged the entire party, that's one thing. I'd say 50 at most is how much I think it's worth.
Yeah.
All right, dude in the Hell Diaz, could you please just fall over dead now from repeated gunfire? Guess not. Ha! It dodged. Ow. Good job, pal. Good job hanging in there. Now get off that front line. I have to say now, the Diaz has to be on his last legs at this point, right? Probably.
Probably.
But if he survives this next attack, I'm going to be somewhat concerned. But I'm going to go ahead and pour on a little bit of extra damage to the Marasai over here. Wait, that's... I was trying to do double shot, and I selected the wrong thing. Okay, I'm slightly concerned. Okay, it looks like it's just tankier than the other two. That or he absorbed less funnel damage than the rest of them. Okay. Alright, you know what? You need to stop with them crits. You need to stop with the surviving. This is getting ridiculous. Like, he's just... I can't even think of anything funny to say. He's just starting to get annoying.
It's not even really defending. It's just so tanky.
Alright, you know what? I'm gonna risk it. I'm gonna risk this. If you survive this, then I will be very, very concerned. Because, like... There. Thank you, Aeon. So yeah, that tells you what kind of dungeon we're in for right here.
Yeah.
So it's not that we suck, it's just that that one particular guy was a lot tankier than the other two.
Yeah.
Dude, man, I don't remember him being that tanky.
I don't look forward to fights with 5-6 people.
I don't think there are any. I think that's one of the few graces they give us, that the biggest party you'll run into is 3.
That is good enough.
And the next thing you know, you turn around and it's just a Pokemon Horde battle with, like, all shinies. Gundam data times 50. Alright, so I can't go down from here, so... basically to the next... back to the next floor, I think. Oh, no, I went around the wrong way. That's what it is. We have restorative drinks, don't we?
Several.
We have a single restorative drink, normal. Yeah, we definitely should have stocked up on those before we came. Well, when we eventually retreat to, you know, resupply and all that, we'll get more restorative drinks. Yeah, I guess you could. Boy, please tell me that there is. Please tell me there's a save point on the lower level of this thing. So, as I'm sure you can tell by us finding that Gundam data, there's going to be.
That doesn't look friendly.
I thought that was a heat shot for a second. It's the big round shield thing. Alright, you know what? Let's do it this way. So we're going to find some various mobile suit data here that we can use to strengthen our numbers. I don't think that a single regular Gundam is going to be of any good at this point, because like it's very obsolete by now. So it begs the question of why did they even include it unless you just want to sell it to get more money? So I would say, maybe from a lore standpoint, this is like where the first G system ever was, perhaps.
Mm-hmm.
I really wish that they had like expanded the lore of this game. Bakonetsuken, or... Is it Bakonetsuken, or is it going to be Quick Shot?
Yeah.
No, I'm talking about them. I think Bakonetsu, I think Quick Shot.
I think they're going to be Quick Shot.
Oh, yeah. Arm sniper. Okay. I didn't even... Ow. Didn't even think that was an option, but okay. Well, good news for us. I don't think grenades and funnels are affected by attack power, are they? I know we said we were going to do focus attacks, but I think with every new enemy we encounter, we should gauge to see how tanky they are, and then decide, like, the rules of engagement for each set of enemies, you know? Ow. Well, we've already taken out 2 of them, so I think that carpet bombing does just fine for these guys.
Yeah.
Let's just go ahead and just put this guy out of his misery.
see what worries me with the carpet bomb strategy is it's going to burn through a lot of TPs.
Yeah, that is very fair. We don't really... Yeah, and unfortunately, like, funnels are a viable option if there's just one, but grenades not as much because grenades do a set amount of damage, while funnels stack depending on how many enemies there are. There you go. So yeah, those guys, about as strong as a Hell Monocyte, but not as strong as a Hell DS.